The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down and 3. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Caught near the pylon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Pirine will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Room to the right. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
They'll try again with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Eagles with some work to do, trailing in this game. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Hurts now on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
They send the tight end in motion. Headed out right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throwing for Hurts. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Hurts throwing again. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the run right. Throwing deep down the side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out and set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He's got Smith. Has a hole left, room to run. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Zach Bond with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 36. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. Tight end going in motion here. It's complete to Hopkins. So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pirine. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now a pass play, here's Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. To some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Reed now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bundle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This ball's caught by Uzama. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Eagles trail by 15.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take